was walking in a strange and desolate city. It was nighttime, the streets were pitch black, and everywhere were ruins from bombing. For a long time, I wandered aimlessly. I walked past parks that were bombed, statues that were destroyed, and desolate patches of land where weeds had already grown thick, as well as houses that had been bombed to pieces, with their steel rebar and concrete frames exposed, jutting out like bones. But through these dilapidated public buildings, I saw new houses. They were connected by futuristic-style corridors, and lights were emerging from the ground. There was also a tall and cold modern building emerging from the ruins, emitting a flickering light, looking very strange. I walked into one of the new buildings. It looked like a library and a museum. My footsteps echoed on the tiled floor. In the distance stood a group of people, all of them smoking and gathered around an exhibit. The exhibit was in a glass case, looking like some kind of strange god. I walked a little closer. The musical instruments in the box were moving slowly and rhythmically. The metal parts on the instruments kept moving in and out freely, forming various different shapes. It was once a temple, then it turned into a pyramid.
I figured I'd run into you here.
It was Henry. In the dim light, his gaze appeared firm and cold. I was glad to see him, but not particularly surprised. "You know," I said, "everyone said you were dead." He stared down at the instrument. The Roman Colosseum, click, 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 the Pantheon. History is constantly changing at the bottom of my eyes.
I haven't died. Just a slight issue with my passport.
"What?" I asked.
My movements have been restricted. I can no longer travel as freely as I once did.
Hagia Sophia Mosque in Istanbul. St. Mark's Basilica in Venice. "What is this place?" I asked. I seemed to be the only visitor.
It's a secret, I am sorry. It is not usually open to the public.
I looked at him. I had so many questions I wanted to ask him, but somehow I knew that there was no time now. And even if there was, it seemed pointless. "Are you happy here?" I finally asked. He thought for a moment.
Not really happy. But you, in that place you're waiting for, don't seem too happy either.
I am sorry. Please, excuse me. I have an appointment to keep.
He turned around and walked away with long strides. I watched his figure gradually disappear into the spacious and bright hall.